If you're the kind of guy who likes having a clear head, hates yelling over loud music, and wants to find a spot that's perfect for you to meet women, this is the video for you. Let's start with something simple and low barrier. I'm thinking coffee shops, especially the independent ones. Here, it's certainly not unusual for people to spend the whole day working, to hang out, to loosely socialize, but we lose the loud noise volume and it being 3 a.m. Now, obviously, you don't go into a coffee shop thinking, I'm walking out of here with a date. That might be slightly unrealistic. However, if you can build up a repertoire of coffee shops that you know have a bit of a scene, where either young professionals or the kind of women you want to meet hang out and you can attend them regularly, then that's going to be huge for your dating life. You can use here one of my favorite conversation stem starters. Hey, I like how you are. Hey, I like how you've got the best seat in the house. Hey, I like how you're also just about tolerating the jazz music. Hey, I like how you're so much more focused than me on that project you're doing. To increase your effectiveness in places like coffee shops, also please remember to at least have some time with your earpods out and your phone away. Just like when you see a woman who's clearly listening to a podcast she loves and is surrounded by technology, that technology can send a signal of don't talk to me. Most people don't even realize they're doing it. So practice time in social spaces where you also look and appear totally socially open. Markets are massively underrated. Look, if she is single, she's got some time on her hands, she hasn't got kids at home, she is browsing the cool vintage or organic farmers market. Here, there's also a ton of natural conversation starters. Again, you can use that I like how you are framework, or you can comment on something you're both participating in, like, wow, this queue feels like it's going on forever. This stall must be incredible because we've been waiting for 5 minutes. What you're doing here is you're sending a low pressure invite into the conversation. She doesn't have to join in. If she's socially open and maybe looking to meet someone, then she probably will. Only snag is because you don't know anything about each other. She simply may not understand that there's the ability to continue a chat with you. This is where just adding in a couple of extra details about yourself to the conversation with a backstory like, it's funny that I saw you. This is actually the first time I've checked out this market. I have to admit, I'm usually terrible. I just order all my food online. By sharing that personal detail, you make yourself more relatable, you make her more curious, and you build that conversational bridge. So yes, sober environments do take a little bit more on the conversation skills front, but the trade-off of having a clear head and no pressure, no loud music, and no late nights, it can still be a serious win. This one can be a slow burn, but honestly, if you are single and looking to meet people, you should be ruthlessly looking at the habits you have in your life and thinking, if I'm doing this at home, could I be doing this with other people around? Lots of co-working spaces are super cool, have tons of social activities, and people, there is a little bit of, are they going there with a side hustle of meeting someone as well as going there to work? In fact, when I'm working with my female clients, co-working spaces often comes up pretty high on their list of where they last saw that cute guy that they wanted to talk to. So again, you're not going to choose your co-working space because this is where you're meeting your future wife. You're going to choose it because you like it and it's convenient for you. However, if you see familiar faces there, it is a great opportunity for you to start a chat. Even saying a simple observation like, oh, you're a Tuesday morning person too, can build a bridge. Familiarity is a really great way to create attraction. Look, I actually think it's very possible to meet a woman at the gym. However, it's going to be significantly easier if it's at a group fitness class, whether that's bouldering or Latin dance. Again, we're getting into the mindset of that professional single woman. She's got some disposable income. She wants to look good. She is hitting the fitness hard. She also has the time to do it. We all know that when we get in relationships or even have families, time disappears. So you're more likely to meet women who are single at these kinds of classes. Also, going side by side when you're learning to do something or doing something that's pretty physically demanding is a great way to build a bond. You have natural conversation starters too, whether it's saying, wow, that teacher was brutal. You were way ahead of me on that last set. Or I'm dying, please tell me I'm not alone. With a smile on your face, it again invites that social conversation. Also, if you go to the same fitness class, you do not need to move from hello to go on a date with me within one chat. Provided you are confident you're going to see her again on the next session, it's going to feel socially much more natural to build up that chat over 2 or 3 interactions. Now, just don't chicken out when it comes to it and leave it too long. Choose the right moment to shoot your shot and ask her out. Bonus tip, do not rush off after the session. Guess what? That's exactly how I met my husband. He lingered, I lingered, we walked out of the gym together, and the rest is history. Bookshops, independent record stores, little health food places. These are all great for attracting, again, that woman who has a little bit of time on her hands and the same interests as you. This becomes even more effective if these stores happen to be in your local neighborhood. Most of the time, when it comes to saying yes to a spontaneous date or finding time in our schedule, it makes it so much easier if someone lives really close by to us to say yes and to go for it. Again, all of these stores are going to provide you with tons of natural conversation starters. Keep it simple and observational. I've always wanted to try those out. I've had the same conundrum between that one and that one many times before. Although you're saying something that's in the moment, you can also have a couple of things kind of prepared in your back pocket so that you can feel that you can start conversations when you're there. So remember, even if the space you go to is fantastic, showing up is never enough. You, as a man, have drawn the straw in dating, which is initiator, which means you also have to be prepared to break the ice. So the result here often isn't immediate dates with tons of women. It's that you become more socially connected, you build your social confidence, and then when a great opportunity literally crosses your path, you're able to take it. Remember, if dating apps suck for you right now and bars just really are not your thing, or you're trying to make them not your thing, there are so many alternative places where you can meet women. You do need great habits, you do need to build your social confidence, and you do need some pretty basic conversation skills. I bet, in fact, you have everything you need today to make a success of this. You just need to get out there and try. If you would like to explore more about how you can do real-world coaching, get real results and real relationships with women, check out the link beneath this video.